If you are thinking about buying a prefab or modular home in 2026, stop everything you are doing right now, because what you are about to hear in the next few minutes could either save you tens of thousands of dollars or completely change the way you see home ownership forever. Most people walking into this decision have no idea what they are actually signing up for, and by the end of this video, you will know more than most real estate agents will ever tell you. Stay with me, because number 14 on this list is the one that catches almost every buyer completely off guard, and I promise you do not want to miss it. If you are new here, welcome to Affordable Homes and Plans, the channel where we break down everything about building and buying homes without the fluff. Hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you never miss a video like this one. Now let us get into it. Here is a question almost nobody asks before buying a prefab or modular home. What is the actual difference between the two? And does it even matter for your money? The answer will surprise you, and we are starting right there. Thing 1. Prefab vs modular. They are not the same thing. Most people use the words prefab and modular interchangeably, but they are not the same, and mixing them up can cost you. Prefab is the umbrella term. It covers any home that is partially or fully built in a factory before being transported to a site. Modular homes are a specific type of prefab. They are built in sections, called modules, inside a controlled factory environment, then transported and assembled on a permanent foundation. In 2026, this distinction matters more than ever because lenders, insurers, and local governments treat these two categories very differently. Get this wrong before you start, and you could face financing nightmares down the road. Speaking of financing, wait until you hear what we found out in thing number 2. Thing 2. Financing is not as straightforward as you think. Here is where a lot of buyers hit a wall. Modular homes built on permanent foundations are typically financed just like traditional site-built homes, which means you can access conventional mortgages, FHA loans, and VA loans. But manufactured homes and some types of prefab without a permanent foundation often fall into a different loan category, and the interest rates are higher. In 2026, lenders are getting smarter about this category, but you still need to walk into your bank knowing which type of home you are buying. If your builder calls it modular but cannot show you that it will be placed on a permanent foundation, ask more questions before you sign anything. And the foundation question leads directly into something most buyers forget to budget for entirely. Thing 3. Land and site preparation costs are real. A lot of people see the base price of a modular home and think that is the total cost. It is not even close. Before your home arrives on a truck, you need land, and that land needs to be prepared. Site preparation includes clearing, grading, utility hookups for water, electricity, and sewer, and building the foundation itself. In 2026, site work alone can run anywhere from $20,000 to over $80,000, depending on your location and the condition of the land. This is one of the most overlooked costs in the entire process, and it is the reason some buyers end up spending more than they expected even on a supposedly affordable home. But here is what most people do not factor in at all, and it is something you absolutely need to know before you ever purchase a piece of land. Thing 4. Zoning laws and local regulations can block you completely. You can fall in love with a modular home design, buy land, and still be told you cannot build there. Zoning laws vary wildly by county, city, and even neighborhood. Some areas restrict manufactured homes outright, and even true modular homes can face pushback in certain residential zones. In 2026, more municipalities are updating their codes to be friendlier to alternative housing, but you still need to call your local planning department before you spend a single dollar. Ask specifically about modular homes and get the answer in writing. This step alone can save you from making an irreversible mistake. And once you clear the zoning hurdle, there is another layer of rules waiting for you that most buyers never see coming. Thing 5. HOA restrictions can shut down your plans. If your land sits inside a homeowners association, you could face a second set of restrictions on top of local zoning laws. Some HOAs have aesthetic standards that modular homes struggle to meet, minimum square footage requirements, or outright bans on factory-built homes. In 2026, this is becoming a growing issue as more buyers look to build in established suburban neighborhoods. Always request and read the full HOA declaration before purchasing land in any planned community. The cost of ignoring this one step can be enormous. And when you think you have cleared every legal and zoning obstacle, there is one more thing that will determine whether your entire plan actually works. Thing 6. Build time is fast, but the full timeline is longer than advertised factory. Construction of a modular home typically takes 4 to 12 weeks. That is one of the biggest selling points of prefab. But the total timeline from decision to move-in day is a completely different story. You still need time to secure land, get permits, complete site work, arrange delivery, finish the installation, and handle all the final inspections. In 2026, the realistic timeline for a complete modular home project from start to finish is 6 to 14 months. That is still faster than most custom site-built homes, but it is not the 8-week miracle some salespeople suggest. The good news, though, is that what happens inside that factory during those weeks is something that genuinely impresses even skeptics. Thing 7. Quality control in the factory is actually an advantage. One of the biggest misconceptions about prefab homes is that factory-built means lower quality. The opposite is often true. When a home is built inside a climate-controlled factory, the materials are not exposed to rain, wind, or temperature extremes during construction. Workers are building the same sections repeatedly, which means fewer errors. In 2026, leading modular home manufacturers are using precision robotics and digital building information modeling to achieve tolerances that are tighter than most on-site builders can match. The inspections happen in stages at the factory before the home ever leaves. But quality during construction is only part of the equation. What happens to that quality years later is a conversation most salespeople avoid entirely. Thing 8. Resale value and appreciation are not what you assume here, is a nuance that is critical. True modular homes placed on permanent foundations appreciate in value very similarly to traditional site-built homes. They are assessed and taxed as real property, and buyers can resell them on the open market without the stigma that once followed the prefab label. However, manufactured homes on leased land or non-permanent foundations historically depreciate, similar to a vehicle. In 2026, as modular homes become more visually indistinguishable from site-built homes, the resale gap is narrowing. But the type of foundation and land ownership you start with locks in which category your home falls into for its entire life. And while you are thinking about long-term value, there is a cost factor hiding in plain sight that almost every buyer misses on the first read-through. Thing 9. Hidden costs that nobody puts in. The brochure beyond. Land and site prep. There are costs that buyers routinely underestimate. Delivery and crane fees for placing modules on the foundation can run from $5,000 to $20,000 depending on distance and home size. Utility connection costs vary enormously by location. Permits and inspections add up. Interior finishing touches like decks, garages, driveways, and landscaping are almost never included in the base price. In 2026, the true all-in cost of a modular home project is typically 15 to 30% higher than the factory base price alone. Budget for this upfront, and you will not be caught off guard. Now here is where things get genuinely exciting. Because modular construction in 2026 has gone to a level most buyers have not seen yet. Thing 10. Customization has gone further than most people realize. Early prefab homes were limited to a handful of floor plans with minimal changes allowed. That era is over. In 2026, top modular home manufacturers offer thousands of floor plan variations, full custom design services, open concept layouts, cathedral ceilings, vaulted roofs, multi-story designs, and even barn dominium-style builds. Digital design tools now let buyers virtually walk through their home before a single panel is built. The customization options rival or exceed what a mid-range custom builder offers on-site, often at a lower cost. But customization only matters if what you build can actually be delivered to where you want to live. And that is where some buyers run into a wall they never saw coming. Thing 11. Delivery logistics can limit your location options. Modular homes are built in sections and transported on flatbed trucks. This means your build site needs to be accessible by a large vehicle convoy. Narrow rural roads, sharp turns, low-hanging power lines, steep grades, and limited crane access can all complicate or block delivery entirely. In 2026, some manufacturers now use smaller module sizes specifically designed to reach difficult locations. But this can add to cost and limit your floor plan options. Before you fall in love with a piece of land, drive the route from the nearest major highway to your lot. and ask yourself honestly whether a truck convoy can make that journey. And once your home arrives and is set on the foundation, there is an inspection process that buyers often do not understand until they are standing in the middle of it. Thing 12. The inspection and certification process is different from site-built homes. Modular homes are inspected at the factory by third-party inspectors who certify that each module meets or exceeds state and local building codes. When the home arrives on site, local building officials inspect the foundation, utility connections, and the assembly process. This dual inspection system is actually a strength of modular construction, not a weakness. In 2026, most states have clear protocols for modular home certification, and buyers can request documentation of every factory inspection before accepting delivery. Knowing this gives you leverage and peace of mind. But there is one aspect of the inspection and certification world that directly affects your wallet in a way most buyers learn the hard way. Thing 13. Insurance for modular homes works differently depending on classification. True modular homes on permanent foundations are insured exactly like site-built homes through standard homeowners insurance policies. Manufactured homes, particularly those on non-permanent foundations or in land lease communities, require specialized insurance that can be more expensive and harder to find. In 2026, as the modular market grows, more major insurance carriers are entering the space with competitive products. But if your lender or insurer classifies your home differently than you expected, you could face higher premiums or limited coverage options. Always confirm the classification with both your lender and your insurer before you close. Now we are arriving at number 14, and this is the one I told you about at the very beginning of this video. Thing 14. Energy efficiency is where modular homes are quietly winning. Because modular homes are built with precision in a factory setting, insulation installation is more consistent and complete than in most site-built homes. Walls are sealed before panels are joined, and there are fewer gaps and thermal bridges that cause energy loss. In 2026, leading manufacturers are building to energy codes that exceed federal standards, and some are offering net zero-ready packages that integrate solar, battery storage, and high-efficiency HVAC as part of the base build. Buyers of these homes are reporting utility bills that run 25 to 40% lower than comparable site-built homes. Over 20 years, that is a staggering financial advantage. But energy efficiency is just one part of a much bigger technology shift happening inside modular homes right now. Thing 15. Smart home technology is now built in, not bolted on in 2026. Modular home manufacturers are integrating smart home systems at the factory level, not as an afterthought once the home is built. This includes pre-wired electrical systems for EV chargers, integrated home automation hubs, smart security systems, and energy monitoring dashboards. Because the factory environment allows for precise pre-wiring and plumbing runs, the quality of these integrations is higher than most retrofits in traditional homes. Buyers get technology that is seamlessly embedded in the structure from day one. And that factory-level precision extends into another area that is changing the conversation around modular homes in very significant ways. Thing 16. Structural strength of modular homes often exceeds traditional builds. Modular homes are built to withstand transportation stress, which means they are engineered with reinforced framing, additional fasteners, and structural redundancy beyond standard building codes. A home that can survive being loaded onto a flatbed, driven across the country, lifted by a crane, and set on a foundation without structural damage is, by definition, a very strong structure. In 2026, modular construction is being seriously considered for disaster-resilient housing in hurricane and tornado-prone regions because of this inherent structural advantage. If you live in a high-risk weather zone, this is a conversation worth having with your builder before you decide on any construction method. Thing 17. The difference between modular and manufactured homes still matters legally. Despite all the progress modular homes have made, the legal distinction between modular and manufactured homes remains critical. Manufactured homes are built to the federal HUD code, have a red certification tag, and may or may not be placed on a permanent foundation. Modular homes are built to state and local building codes and are placed on permanent foundations. This difference affects financing, taxation, insurance, resale, and in some cases, where you can legally place the home. In 2026, buyers who confuse these two categories are still making expensive mistakes. Know exactly which category your home falls into, and confirm it in writing with your builder before any money changes hands. Thing 18. Timeline disruptions still happen even with factory builds. Factory construction reduces many of the weather and labor variables that cause delays in traditional builds. But supply chain disruptions, permit backlogs, land preparation delays, and manufacturer scheduling can still push your timeline. In 2026, some manufacturers are running 4 to 6 month backlogs on popular floor plans. If you need to be in your home by a specific date, work backward from that date with your builder and build in a realistic buffer. And once you are in, the ownership experience of a modular home has some aspects that buyers consistently say they did not fully appreciate until they had lived there for a year. Thing 19. Long-term maintenance is comparable to traditional homes. One persistent myth about prefab homes is that they require more maintenance or fall apart faster than site-built homes. For true modular homes on permanent foundations, this is simply not supported by the data. The materials used in modern modular construction are the same materials used in site-built homes. Roofing, siding, plumbing, electrical, and HVAC systems all follow the same maintenance schedules and have the same lifespans. In 2026, some manufacturers are now offering extended structural warranties of up to 30 years, which is longer than many builders of traditional homes offer. The longevity is there. But as we come into the final essential thing on this list, there is a bigger picture reality about where prefab and modular homes are heading that every buyer in 2026 needs to understand. Thing 20. The future of prefab and modular. In 2026 and beyond, the modular and prefab industry is not a niche anymore. In 2026, factory-built homes represent a growing share of new residential construction as housing affordability pressures force both buyers and governments to take alternatives seriously. Major investors are funding large-scale modular manufacturing plants. Several state governments are fast-tracking zoning reform to accommodate prefab construction. Architects and designers who once dismissed the category are now designing signature modular projects. The stigma that once attached to the phrase factory-built home is dissolving rapidly, and what is replacing it is a recognition that precision manufacturing applied to housing is simply smarter construction. If you are seriously considering a prefab or modular home, 2026 may genuinely be the best time in history to do it, but only if you go in with the full picture clearly in view. And now you have it. 20 essential things that most buyers only discover after they are already deep in the process. If this video saved you from even one costly mistake, do me a favor and share it with someone who is also considering this path. Drop your biggest question in the comments below, and I will do my best to answer it personally. If you want to go deeper on any of these topics, check out the playlist on modular and affordable homes right here on this channel. Subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you in the next one.